Hi guys, this is the intro. This concludes the intro.
1, 2, 3.
Old school R&B, neo soul feel. I love that groovy bass line. It's got like a laid back vibe, but you can still dance to it. Funky guitars.
Look babe, 내 마음에 들어 너의 마음에 들려 날 get it, let's fly together. 나는 이를 잊지, baby, I can't help it. 날 밀어내려 네 시도는 just save it. Cause I've been drinking quite some time with you. 넌 아직도 이 모든 게 시작일 뿐. 바라는 것은 전혀 없어, my baby. 같이 밤새 같은 곳을 보는 게 내 favorite curtains. 어렵게 산
I like how they're going back and forth on the language. It's very Korean dominant, but obviously they're going in and out of English as well. I remember when I first heard K-pop artists doing this like years and years ago. For some reason it was a little hard for me to listen to just because of the thick accents, but I was also a lot more closed-minded back then. My whole musical world was like just United States, Nigeria, and that was it. Having a Korean accent when speaking English is not really something that they had to improve on. Everybody was enjoying it, it was just me being ignorant. But in songs like this, it sounds so seamless. You use different parts of the mouth when you're speaking English versus Korean, but they make it almost sound like one language. Anyway.
하고 떠날 준비해 본 주에 또 이런 대우를 받으며 배우는 너에게 더 잘하는 법도 분명해. I can see you here frustrated. 쉽게 말해서 I need you baby. 알잖아 재미없는 말을 굳이 꺼낼 뻔. 난 행동으로 and you'll be mine for the night. Yeah. 한 걸음 멀어지는 너 애써 피하려 하지는 마. My love 딱 한 가지만 확실히 해줄래. 얘기해줘. 내게 더 혼자 숨길 생각 말고 Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. 괜찮아 뭐 어때. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. 망설일 필요 없는 길에. Oh babe, hold me close. Hold me close. 신중한 그만큼 서투른 너의 방식.
I don't know why. I feel like these guys would be like toxic boyfriends. Don't think about it. Just be with me. I know I make mistakes, but just don't think about it. But I'm sure that doesn't stop people from wanting to be with them. I'm not a singing expert at all. I'm not even the butthole of a singing expert. But I feel like I'm hearing a lot of skill. That hear me out harmony part, it's a little bit more simple. It's easy to sing along to. And the other vocal parts that they layered on top and around it, so a range of octaves, approaches, strengths. Even in the parts where they get a little shouty, it stays within the energy level of the song, kind of like a medium high energy level, and it doesn't really go into showing off for no reason. And the area parts keeps this nice definitive tone as well. And they do the same thing with the rap voices. There's softer area sections and there's sections with a little bit more strength.
솔직하게 말해봐. 솔직해져봐. 내가 먼저 열어둘 테니 다 꺼내봐. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. 어때? Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. 망설일 필요 없는데. Oh babe,
Okay, I like the dance moves. That car wash scene, I just can't stop picturing that Zoolander scene where all these beautiful men are just slow motion to a backing track playing with each other before they all explode in a horrible gas station accident. That song was pretty. I love groovy bass lines. It's like one of my favorite things. Actually, when 808 style bass lines were coming out, I feared for the future of music. I thought it was soulless. I thought it was bass lines without a heartbeat, and I thought it would never stick. As usual, I was very wrong. 808 bass lines are like one of the most awesome things right now, and even I love them. Just took me a minute to warm up to it. But the more organic style bass line like they have here, so groovy, it really does things to me. The song is really interesting. The vocal layer was pretty impressive. There was a lot going on without it turning into a jumbled mess. Everything was still pretty clear and purposeful. And they're not necessarily trying to show off their skills in rap and singing, but you can still hear that they have those skills. They're just showing off enough to serve the song and no more. This is my first time hearing this group EXO, and I have a feeling that they could get way busier than this. The mixing is probably one of the first things that interested me. They mix the song on level, or maybe even like a millimeter above the vocals. I think a majority of the songs now, they have the vocals sitting a little on top of the rest of the song, the instrumentations and all that. With such an awesome and groovy bass line, I know I'd want to do the same thing. I'd want to showcase that instrumentation as much as anything else. But even with that said, the vocal section is still so clear and it cuts through. In real life, when people send me songs, they usually send me songs where they feel like I'd have something to roast about it. And I'm not somebody who likes to roast shit in the first place, but I'll point out some things here and there that I notice that isn't necessarily a compliment or an insult. But I've been reacting to a lot of XG and now K-pop, and I'm not surprised that these artists are so well rehearsed. I'm just enjoying it. I don't know when K-pop got like this, but when people were trying to introduce me to it, maybe some cousins in the late 90s and the early thousands, it really wasn't in the wheelhouse of what I was listening to and enjoying at the time. And I was listening to a lot of genres. The pompous part of me almost wants to call K-pop back then not as good. But I don't even think that'd be correct because it was resonating with a lot of people all over the world. Everywhere I went, as soon as they saw me, they'd ask me if I was Korean. And when I said yes, all they want to talk about is K-pop. This was like everywhere I went. Grocery store, CD store, on the street, friends of friends. I think my ears just needed a little bit more time to get a little cultured. But this one is definitely my pocket. R&B, neo-soul vibes. Another interesting thing is the skincare. I mean, this is obviously edited, and this channel has nothing to do with skincare, but growing up as a Korean, I'd be put into the category of one of the jungle Asians versus the fancy Asians. Dark skin, peasant stereotypes. But it's like the moment they came out of the womb, their skin just got younger and younger, while the rest of them got older and older. Anyway, let me cut this off before I start rambling. Peace. Love you.